Let me show you two people, same talent, same resources, same opportunity. One overthinks it, the other takes action. 3 months later, one is exactly where they started, the other miles ahead. The difference isn't intelligence. It's something much simpler, and if you're an overthinker, this might be the most important 5 minutes of your year. Let's start with why smart people overthink. It sounds like a contradiction. Intelligence should help you succeed, right? But here's what happens. Your brain sees every possible outcome, every risk, every way things could go wrong, and instead of moving forward, it keeps you stuck, analyzing, preparing, waiting for certainty that never comes. This is the paralysis of analysis. You're not lazy, you're not unmotivated, you're overthinking to the point where action feels impossible. The brain wants certainty, but life doesn't give certainty. So the overthinker waits and waits and waits for a perfect plan that never arrives. Now here's the uncomfortable truth. People who take action, even imperfect action, almost always beat people who overthink. Not because they're smarter, because they're moving. This is called the action bias. The person who takes action learns faster, adapts faster, and compounds progress faster. While the overthinker is still planning, the doer has already failed, learned, and tried again. Action creates feedback. Feedback creates learning. Learning creates improvement. Overthinking creates more overthinking. One leads to a cycle of growth. The other leads to a cycle of stuck. Most overthinkers are waiting for something that doesn't exist. They're waiting to feel ready, to have all the information, to be certain, to be perfect. This is the perfection trap. You believe that if you can just plan enough, prepare enough, think enough, you'll eventually reach a point where failure is impossible. You won't. Ready is a moving target. It doesn't exist. The most successful people in the world didn't wait for ready. They started unready. They started scared. They started messy, and they figured it out along the way. The cost of waiting for perfect is your life. Years pass, opportunities pass, and you're still in the same place, still planning, still waiting to feel ready, while people who started messy are miles ahead. Here's something overthinkers never realize. Thinking doesn't create clarity. Action does. You cannot think your way to clarity. Clarity comes from doing, from trying, from failing, from adjusting, from trying again. This is the feedback loop. Action creates feedback. Feedback teaches you what works. What works makes your next action better. And the loop continues. Each cycle compounds. Overthinkers stay stuck in the analysis loop. Doers get into the action loop. One is a closed circle. The other is an upward spiral. Which one do you want to be in? Here's a simple rule that breaks overthinking. The 72-hour rule. When you have an idea, when you feel the impulse to act, you have 72 hours to do something about it. If you don't, the idea dies. Not because the idea was bad, but because overthinking kills momentum. The window closes, the energy fades, and the idea becomes something you think about, not something you do. But if you act within 72 hours, even imperfect action, the idea gains momentum. The energy compounds, and suddenly you're in motion, not just thinking about motion. The rule is simple. When you have an idea, take one step within 72 hours. Not the whole project, not the perfect execution. One step. That's it. That's how you break the overthinking cycle. So how do you actually start moving? Here's the protocol. Step 1. Start messy. Whatever you're planning to do it badly on purpose. Write the worst draft, make the ugly prototype, send the awkward email. Step 2. Shrink the action. Stop thinking about the whole mountain. Think about one step, one page, 1 minute. One push-up, one call, one sentence. That's it. Step 3. Start before you're ready, set a timer for 5 minutes, and start. Number preparation. No planning. Just start. When the timer ends, you can stop, but you have to start. Step 4. Commit publicly. Tell one person what you're going to do. Make it real outside your head. Accountability breaks the overthinking loop. Step 5. Repeat imperfect action once is good. Imperfect action daily is unstoppable. Progress compounds. Momentum builds. And one day you look back and realize you're not the person who overthinks anymore. You're the person who moves. Remember the two people from the beginning? Same talent, same resources, same opportunity. One waited to feel ready. The other started messy, started imperfect, and kept moving. Which one will you be? You don't need more planning. You don't need more certainty. You don't need to feel ready. You need to move. Start messy. Start scared. Start now. The perfect version of you doesn't exist, but the version that moves, that version becomes unstoppable. If this shifted something in you, hit like, subscribe, and share with someone who's stuck overthinking. And remember, you don't need to be ready. You just need to move.